Couldn't level up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. One thing I need to quickly mention before we get started. Well, we're streaming this session live on YouTube, and I do hope that everyone can hear me. My audio is activated. If you cannot hear me yet, that means that you have not activated audio. I see a bunch of people on the call, about 20 to 30 persons that have not activated their audio yet. So I'm just going to quickly drop a message on how to activate their audio so that we can help them. If you have not activated your audio, yet, or I'll say something like, if you cannot, if you cannot hear us, like say this way so that we can guide them. If you cannot hear us, that means you have not activated your audio yet. So we will give them another few minutes to activate their audios, and then we will get started. So we'll get started immediately. It is 4:10, so that we can, speed up this entire conversation. We have so much to talk about, and then we'll just get started. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to enjoy my music. I'm giving you Burna Boy. I want you to have fun, enjoy the music, and then we will get started. Just like I mentioned again, this session is being streamed live on YouTube, live to thousands of people that are going to watch and also be a beneficiary of this conversation that we're going to have. So sit back, get yourself a cup of coffee, and let us get started.
Couldn't level up, I was trying but I couldn't level up, it was rough. I said, start feeling like I had enough, then I contemplate giving up. If you're feeling like you can't level up, I'ma make you not stop at all. Because right when you start feeling like you can't level up, that's when you have to shut the devil up. I remember when I couldn't level up, when my money couldn't level up. Doing what I'm on, seem like there's always another level up. So you always found me looking up. But sometimes, and I'm in life, me I'm forever up. My hair around my fights in the club. Every day me try level up. So me striking them hard, me go hard until I get to God.
You can do it, never, 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 never stop. Come on, some papa wine. You can do it, never, 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 never stop. Come on, some papa wine.
Baby, you know Sunday or Wendy, you coming like Oyeka or Wendy, and if you keep, I could take you, shake you. I still they start your case, you cannot go make a mistake, you, and if you leave, I go crazy, you. Been a setup, you don't do your booty now, your body better. I'm not gonna live never, 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 never make a love better. Every day different palava. Day when I jam Natasha, just say I give all a day banana. Gonna be me to a more na. One time for my baby, you. You know Sunday or Wendy, you coming like Oyeka or Wendy, and if you give, I could take you. Shake you. I still they start your case, you cannot go make a mistake, and if you leave, I could praise you. Because you be my love, I put something for your eyes. This one I better do with it. I
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I'd promised that we're going to get started, and now we're about to kickstart the conversation. But in the meantime, before we start, I will quickly introduce myself. My name is Eitayo. I am Chief Executive at Utiva. I will hand over to my colleague because my colleague is the one that's actually supposed to anchor this session. I can't find her yet. So if you're on the call, can you please use your name? I can't find you. If you're on the call, please use your name, use your name, use your name. I can't see you yet. Okay, but I will just get started and hopefully we can continue from there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here with you. My name is Eitayo. I lead the Utiva team. I'm sure you must have been getting emails from me, but before we get started, guys, go to the chat room and tell me where are you at the moment and what do you do for a living. Now, what I'm expecting you to say is your location and your industry. So I will kickstart by saying something like, I'm in Lagos at the moment and I'm in education industry, right? I would want you to follow suit, your location and your industry. We'll do that for a few minutes and then we'll get started. Let me see the first person that is going to drop an information after I've done mine. I see Rolling saying, okay, interesting. I see Olurotimi saying Scotland in the UK. He works with the government. I see Rolling Lagos, Nigeria again, construction. I see another Lagos telecoms. Looks like Lagos is winning. Lagos journalism. I see Lagos banking. I see Lagos e-commerce. Lagos biotech. Lagos fintech. What is happening to other states? Delta. Okay, that's a relief. Delta healthcare. I see another Lagos healthcare. I see Lagos education. MENA. Good agriculture. Lagos banking. Let's keep it coming, guys. Lagos software. Lagos banking. It's a lot of information to unravel here. I see another Lagos real estate, Lagos ICT. Someone is in Makurdi on the conversation from the nonprofit sector. I see Lagos pharmaceutical. I will skip the Lagos now because we've had a number of Lagos. I'm looking for non-Lagos, Port Harcourt engineering, Abuja network engineering, Lagos financial services. Now, the reason I'm helping you to understand where people are coming from is so that you can appreciate the diversity of the folks on the call, right? That is the beauty, the diversity of the call, right? That is the reason I just had to read that to you. Now, today, the essence of our conversation, okay, I think one of my colleagues is trying to drop an information. Okay, the essence of our conversation today, I'm trying to see if my colleague is on the call again. Told me, saying, I can't see you, unfortunately. Whatever your name is, can you let me know on the chat room so that I can know if you're on the call? Now, the essence of this conversation is because I want to share all the things that I have learned all my life, right? The things that I've learned my life, believing that you might pick one or two things from it, especially as it relates to job opportunities in the technology industries, right? Job opportunities in the technology industries. That is the major reason I hosted this conversation. And then the second reason is because a lot of people reach out to me every time. Eitayo, I want to get an insight into what is happening in the technology industry. How can I get a job? What kind of job should I be pursuing? What kind of technology skills should I be learning, right? And people reach out to me a lot. My emails get flooded with information like that. So I told myself I was going to do this session and call this Sunday Technology Talk. I actually abbreviated it to Sunday Tech Talk, STT. Now, the idea of STT is to help you, continue to get first-hand research-based information. Not information that is very archaic, not information that is intuitive. Intuition is good, by the way, but information that is first-hand, first-class, and research-based. That is the reason I hosted this session, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. But before I start to tell you about who I am, one of the things I want to do is to mention again that this session will help you is being hosted live on Zoom. So this session is hosted live on Zoom. If you have friends that would like to, follow this conversation and if the room is blocked and they can't follow through the conversation again, just do what? Share the link, the YouTube link with them. And it's also good if you want to watch this session later, right? It is posted live on YouTube, so you can watch this session later. As a way of introducing myself, guys, I just mentioned that my name is Eitayo, and my mission in life is to help people develop the skills that they need to learn or they need to acquire to become a much more global talent. And my focus, that's why I have to emphasize the word focus, because my focus is global talent, not local talent. And I'll tell you the story why I'm so passionate about being a much more global talent as against being a local talent, right? The reason I'm passionate about being a global talent as against just being a local talent, I will share that with you. But I was just about to introduce myself. And before I do introduce myself, can you drop a chat in the chat box if you are outside Nigeria? I just want to know those that are outside Nigeria, just say hi. If you're outside Nigeria, say hi. I want people to know that you're on the call and you're outside Nigeria. Quickly do that. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Okay, guys, I just want to know, I see how many people do I see on the call? Okay, there's a lot of people on the call that are not, in Nigeria, that are outside the country. That's interesting. Guys, the reason I want us to have this conversation is because of the local and international opportunities that are around us as people, as individuals. The local and international opportunities that are around us as individuals. I see Precious is out of the country. I see Vladimir. I'll just call you Lenin because it's quite very difficult for me to pronounce your name. But Lenin, I see that you're out of the country. Damilola is out of the country. Zayad is out of the country. I see some people are not even Nigerians. That's interesting. I see Zayad is not Nigerian. I see Lenin is not Nigerian. I see Meka on the call. Ajawi is on the call. Venian is on the call. Interesting, guys. Now, the reason I was just about to introduce myself, and now I'll do that quickly. I said that my mission in life is to help people figure out the kind of skills they should be learning and how they should make a transition into the global, market. Global, emphasizing the word global, because I believe that there's so many opportunities around us and most times we miss them. Now, I lead the Utiva team. Utiva is a technology company that helps you to learn any premium technology skill, from data science to artificial intelligence to product to design to cloud to, any type of technology skill that you want to learn. Utiva is that one-stop shop that helps you to learn all those skills. In terms of the things that I've done in the past, I am an Atlas entrepreneur. I was awarded an MIT Solver. A little bit about myself. I was a 2020 Facebook Accelerator leader. I got into the Alcyon Incubator Fellowship. I got into the Global Good Fund Fellowship. In 2019, I was awarded by the UK government to go do a master's in the UK through the Chevron Scholarship. I've done a bunch of things here and there, but the part of the things that I've done that excites me most, the one that excites me so much, of all the things I've done in my life, the one that excites me so much is the one that I got last year, which is called the UK Global Talent Visa, right? As a UK Global Talent. Now, the UK, just like every other country, and I'm going to talk a lot about that, because I think that is critical. The UK, just like every other country, gives free visa opportunities, to talents, people that have got technology skills that the world places a premium on. If you've got a technology skill and the world places a premium on that skill, countries like the UK, like the US, like Sweden, like Australia, like France, like Germany, like Estonia, they give free visas. And the word free is underlined because the emphasis of the word free here is as against the struggle of other people to getting visas into those countries. Because you are a technology talent, you are given a free visa, because You're a talent. And that's the part that excites me about all the things I've done. The fact that in 2020, last year, the UK government, thanks to the British government, awarded me a UK Global Talent. And that came with a 5-year visa, that gives me and my entire family, the opportunity to relocate into the UK. It gives me and my family the opportunity to work without any restriction in the UK or run a company in the UK. So when I finally relocated to the UK, I decided that I was going to run a company, and I also decided that I was going to take a technology, consultant job. So I took a technology consultant job for 3 months, right, in the UK, no restriction whatsoever. And then I also registered my company in Utiva in the UK, because this visa, and thank you to Helia, I love that. The visa is open to every talent. And let me tell you something. This is not just for the UK. It is the UK, United States, France, Germany, Australia. I can continue to mention countries that have got visa programs like this for talent. Visa programs like this for talent. And the emphasis here is for technology talent. And that's the reason I decided to host this conversation. So let me start with this. Anyone on this call interested in the UK Global Talent Visa? Anyone? Just say interested. Just to supercharge myself, say interested. Okay, awesome. Yeah. So one of the things I need to mention to you guys is this. The mistake people make is that people say things like, oh, these visa programs are for talented people, they are for experts, they are for this, they are for that. That's not true. That is not true. That is an absolute diminishing lie, a lie that is constructed to diminish the way you think about these global opportunities. No opportunity is designed for experts. These opportunities are designed for talents. People that have got the skills, people that can contribute to the global economy, right? These opportunities are designed for them, right? And there's another one in the US that is called the O1 visa. The O1 visa is another visa program that is designed for talent. And these visas, there are a lot of them. There's so many of these visas everywhere. And just like I told you at the beginning of this conversation, this visa has no restriction. Some other countries have designed a little bit of restriction here and there just to create an environment for productivity. But in the UK, for example, you can decide to live in the UK. You can decide not to live in the UK, but you must not be outside the UK for more than 6 months consecutively. And it's not like if you do, you will lose your visa, but you might lose your opportunity of converting your visa into a permanent residence. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these visas are designed to help you flourish, but the bottom line is, are you a talent? So today, what I want to talk to you about, what I want to share, and I'm very passionate about this. I'm passionate about helping people to access the type of opportunities that can transform their lives. Why am I passionate about this? I'm going to give you a story. So in London, I run a business. This is just a gist. In London, I run a business. It's an Airbnb. It's an apartment short-let business, right? When I moved into the UK, I saw that opportunity. So I decided that I was going to take it. I saw the opportunity. I decided I was going to take it. That was last year. So I started a short-let business. Brilliant. And it was going on well. But I had to move back to Nigeria to do Utiva. So I've been in Nigeria for like 2 months now, moved to Nigeria to do Utiva for a few more days before I go back to London. But today, one of my guests was about to check in today, and I'm here. There was no way I could open the door for him. There was no way I could clean the apartment for him. There was no way I could do it. And then I started posting on my Facebook, oh, I'm looking for a cleaner in London. I'm looking for this. Nobody. But one of my friends, that I had met some years back, we had been connected. She's a big lady. A big lady. Her name is Aime. Maybe Aime or Aime. I do not pronounce the name well. She worked with KPMG for, I think, 5 years. She worked with World Economic Forum as a curator for the Kigali hub. She's a big lady. She literally, and this is someone that, is an ACCA. She's an expert in commerce. But because we are connected, she went to the apartment for me. She cleaned up the space for me today. She hosted my guests. I'm like, wow. That is the power of connection. That is the power of relationship. So my mission is to help you, become better, help you become better so that, in the future, you can also support me one way or the other because we're all connected. My mission is to help you access the type of opportunities that would help you thrive in the future. That is my goal. So today I'm going to be talking about how do you get this type of international opportunities and what are these countries. Special interest today is going to be the UK. I'm focusing on the UK, but remember that most of the things I'm going to be talking today also connect to other economies, not just the UK, also connect to other countries, not just the UK, right? So I want to share my screen quickly. Today, I'm talking about jobs and skills. This is a research that was conducted and organized, by Tech Nation in the UK. Research conducted and organized by Tech Nation in the UK, a very, very, very credible organization. They explored so much about jobs and research, and that's one of the things I want to talk to you about today. From a much more research perspective, so for some of you on the call, you want to build a career that gives you an opportunity in the future or today. Or for some of you that you're still young and you're asking yourself, what can I do that will give me an opportunity to thrive all my life? Or you are on the call, the current job you're doing, you're super frustrated. It is not exciting. It doesn't look exciting. You're not earning enough for you to make a living and a giving. Now, the essence of this conversation is to talk to you about jobs and skills based on research. Now, last year, this is a report that was conducted last year. Some few things that I want us to remember based on the outcome of these reports. Some few things. Number one is that advertised roles in the digital sector was about 36%, had grown by 36%, sorry. So think about it. Before COVID, now listen to this, guys. Before COVID, a research says jobs advertised in the technology ecosystem or in the technology industry grew by 36%. After COVID, you can imagine by how much it would have grown. Why? Because technology adoption, post-COVID has increased by almost 50%. What does that mean? It means that most of the companies that are not technology companies are now building technology products to position themselves for future opportunities or for future threats. That's one of the things I want you to think about. Don't worry, if your phone goes off, this is going to be recorded. If your phone goes off, it's recorded. And beyond just having it recorded, this session would also be made available to you directly, everybody. I'll send everyone an email. You can watch the session later. Just don't get too bothered. Right. So pre-COVID, 36%. After COVID, you can imagine what the number is. That sector, that's the digital technology sector, advertised about 90,000 jobs per week. 90,000 jobs per week. advertising 90,000 jobs per week. The digital technology ecosystem. UK alone employs 2.9 million people in the digital technology ecosystem. Now, remember, not all of them are developers. Not all of them are data scientists. Not all of them. Some of them are non-technical tech people. Non-technical tech people, right? There's a line here that says the demand for cloud computing, has grown by 22%. And I will talk to you about some of these things so that you can conceptualize it and make sense of what I'm talking about. Now, London is still, the sweet spot in the UK. But I'm not just talking about to people that live in the UK. I just had to use this as a standard, because I wouldn't have been able to cover all the countries at the same time. So I had to pick the UK as a standard. Now, let's talk about some of the things that might excite you that I think might be interesting. COVID-19, digital tech has increased by almost 36% in vacancies from June to August. So you can imagine what is pretty much happening after COVID right now. Now, there are key areas, right? If you look at this graph, you would understand that this is IT and engineering, which is colored this. I think this is IT and engineering at the top. Healthcare and nursing, this is healthcare and nursing. Accounting and finance is accounting and finance. You can see the rise in technology, right? Hospitality and catering, admin, retail, consultancy, creative design. You can see that for now, IT and tech engineering is still the highest. I mean, competing directly with healthcare. And you can imagine how demanding healthcare is, especially from a country where, because of their socialistic position, they have provided a very sound healthcare system for adults and aging people. So healthcare is competing with technology, right? It's competing with technology. But let's look at this. Now, look at this, guys. You see that there's some roles in 2019, social healthcare, general nursing, general manager, software development, project manager, as of 2019. Now, this is not where I want to spend my time. I want to spend my time in terms of the locations in the UK that are paying more premium, right? London pays more, Birmingham pays, Glasgow. Other countries might have a different arrangement. For example, if you live in the US, it might be, Los Angeles, it might be Silicon Valley, it might be New York, it might be, Texas. There's some hotspots, there's some hotspot, for premium, payment or premium salary, in technology. But let's look at what are the skills that the world is looking for. This is where I'm going to give you a few minutes to grab yourself a bottle of water, a cup of water, cup of coffee, any drink, and just relax. Major skills that the world is looking for. Now, remember that I will not have been able to talk about other countries. So I have to fix the UK as a benchmark. But whatever you see here in the UK, I can tell you for free. It applies in the US, it applies in Canada, it applies in France, it applies in Australia. Why? It's a global economy. Everyone is competing for the same type of talent, technology talent. Everyone is looking for the same thing. Technology ecosystem is kind of neated when compared with other systems. So number one skill, if you want to position yourself for opportunities in these countries, number one skill is software development. Number two, data science. Now, when I say number one, it doesn't mean that software development is the one that pays most. It only means that based on demand, software development, data scientists, front-end development, full stack development, infrastructure engineer. Infrastructure engineering now divides into IT networking, cloud and cybersecurity. Infrastructure engineering divides into IT, networking, cloud, and cybersecurity. And the business analyst role divides into product management, scrum master, business analyst itself. Product management, scrum mastery, and business analyst. These are the roles that I will put within the category of business analyst. Now, if you check these numbers and these figures well, what you will find interesting is this, and you will find this very interesting, that if you look at London, which is the premium number one here, what you'll find interesting is data science is the highest paying and full stack data science. If you look at Birmingham, data science is the highest here. Across board, data science is the highest. Even in states like Sheffield, which is one of the places where I really want to live. I want to live in Sheffield. Sheffield pays data scientists more, £90,000. That's a whooping lot of money. You know, these are the opportunities in these ecosystems in these countries. Now I'm going to look down and say, what more are these guys looking for? Software development, data science, front end, full stack, DevOps engineer means the same thing, not the same thing really, but it's a subset of infrastructure engineering, DevOps, and IT systems and architecture, which is also another subset of IT engineering. Another subset of infrastructure engineering. Now, these are the opportunities. Now, what I am saying is this. If you really want to position yourself for amazing, awesome future opportunities, then you need to double down on the skills that the world is looking for. That's the summary of what I'm talking about. If you want to access some opportunities in the future and today, and you know that you want to win in these countries, in the US, in the UK, in France, in Germany, in many of these in Canada, many of these fast rising, developed economies, then I would recommend above all things that you focus on skills that are in demand. Skills that everyone is hiring for. These are the skills that I would recommend that you focus on, because these are the premium hotspot skills that everybody's hiring for. Now, the biggest question is this. Okay, I've heard you, Itayo. How do I get started in this area? But before I talk about getting started, let me tell you a little bit about these visa programs. Okay, let's talk about these visa programs. There are countries around the world that offer visa programs to technology talents. I think number one of these countries is the United States, leading, because the US really wants to attract technology talent. O1 visa, for example, is a premium visa, not just for tech talent, but it's really, really, if you're a tech talent, you'll be respected for O1 visa. In the UK, it's the UK Global Talent Visa, which is a tier 1 visa, premium, highly respected. In Germany, there's a visa for tech talent. In what you can do, right, is to go to Google and say countries offering or providing, yes, let's use that word, countries providing visa to technology people. Just go to Google. You'll be shocked. You will be really, really shocked. 7 countries with visa designed for remote workers. There are countries, 15 countries that offer the startup visa to foreign people. How to get a European technology visa for 17. You see, how to get a foreign European visa for 17 countries. There are 17 countries that are providing visas: France, Germany, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, United Kingdom, that's the one I have, United Kingdom. You can see they mention tech. So you can even see that UK is, okay, maybe they label it alphabetically, but UK is also there, and these visas from Austria to Denmark to Estonia, I mentioned Estonia, to Finland, to France, to Germany, to Ireland, to Israel, these things are real. These things are real. But how come most people don't know about them? Why? The reason is because not everyone, were you able to see my screen when I was reading those countries anyways? Okay, let me put up my video. Someone just advised that I put up my video. Okay. Yeah, someone said I should put up my video. Okay, I just want to be following through with the conversation. I hope you were able to see my screen when I good. These are countries that are offering visa programs to people, and these things are real. This is real, guys. So sometimes I wonder how people are stranded. They will say, hey, I'm looking for one of my brother to invite me over. No. Don't get it missed. Don't get it twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. These countries offer real visas to people. Real. So let me talk to you about how these visa programs are designed, because that might be big value to you. How these visa programs, are designed, because it's important you understand, how these visa programs are designed. You see, these countries are looking for talents. Everyone is looking for talents. These countries need talented people. So if you want to access this visa program, these visa opportunities, you need to demonstrate that you are a talent. Let me share this with you, guys. This is the visa I applied for. I got. It's called Tech Nation Visa. And some people call it Global Talent Visa. In fact, this is the right word, Global Talent Visa. But it's because you need to be endorsed by Tech Nation before you get the visa. They call it Tech Nation Visa. Now, what kind of skills are these guys looking for? Look at it. When they say technical skills, what type of technical skills are these guys looking for? Number one, I did not create this document, guys. I wasn't the one that made this. I studied this myself before I got the visa. I studied this. Okay, what are these guys looking for? What kind of skills are they looking for? DevOps. Number one, DevOps. And this is not alphabetical. This is not alphabetical. So DevOps is priority to them. When I say DevOps, I mean cloud is priority to them. Let me tell you something about demand and supply. Basic economics. When the scarcity of a commodity, this is a commodity and this commodity is scarce. It's a commodity, not a talent is a commodity. You and I, we are talents and we are commodities in the talent market, right? When a commodity is scarce, you know what they say? They say that the price of that commodity increases. So because not everyone can go through the rigor of learning DevOps and systems up, not everyone can learn cloud. The scarcity of that talent and then the commodity of that talent is increasing drastically. The price of that talent is increasing. Another one here is software engineering. I mentioned software engineering, right? Data scientist, number 3. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, cybersecurity, hardware, front-end developers, operating systems engineer, UX UI designer. One of my friends relocated to the UK within 2 months, got a job as a UI UX designer. Imole, brilliant guy. Mobile app developers. You can see mobile app developers, experienced back-end, experienced back-end developers, leading, development, CTOs, virtual engineer, augmented reality developers. These are the technical talents. But non-technical talents, they're looking for people that are product managers, salespeople in the fintech space, experienced people that have got experience in fintech, SaaS and enterprise sales leadership. Solution sales skills. They're looking for people like this. These are the skills that they're looking for. But if I were you, instead of getting confused on all the skills, I will narrow down to these ones here. I will narrow down to these ones. Please, as I'm continuing this conversation, if you have questions, drop your questions in the chat room so I can quickly attend to them, because we are not going to have any question and answer segments. You have 212 people on the call. If I open it up to question and answer, we will flood this space. So drop your question as we move on, on this conversation. Okay, I see that people are dropping questions. Guys, people are dropping questions already, and this is interesting. So as I was saying, it's important. It's important that we pay emphasis to these things. What are these guys looking for? These guys are looking for software developers, data scientists, front-end developers, full-stack developers, infrastructure engineers, business analysts. These guys are looking for these types of talents. So if you're looking to develop yourself in a particular area, develop yourself in this critical area. 5 things you must have at the back of your mind. And that's where I'm going to pause today and then move to the next level by next week. 5 things you should have at the back of your mind if you really want to learn any of this technology skill. Number 1 is this. Wherever you are coming from is very, 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 very relevant. Wherever you're coming from, whatever you have done in the past is extremely relevant. Extremely relevant. Extremely relevant. Don't say, oh, I've done HR all my life. Now I want to move into product management. It's relevant. Why did I say it's relevant? It's relevant because you are bringing in what I call transferable skills. Transferable skills. So for example, you have done NGO for 10 years, and now you just say, let me move into tech. Guy, you're bringing in so many transferable skills like leadership, relationship building, team management. All these things, a developer might not have those things, but you have them. So don't downplay all the things you've done in the past. Don't downplay them. In fact, put them in your resume, in your CV as transferable skills. They are skills that you're bringing from another industry. Another thing you need to have at the back of your mind is that you are bringing in something that is very relevant, ability to think outside the box of tech. Okay, this is where we all get it confused. We all think technology industry is about writing code, programming, That's not what the industry is about. No. Just like every other industry, the tech industry is an industry that wants to make money. So if you're a salesperson, good for you. The tech industry, just like every other industry, is an industry that has people. So if you know people's leadership, people's management, good for you. So don't downplay all the experience that you've acquired over the years. So if you're in an interview, and you have learned cloud, you need to mention that, oh, I actually came from HR. I've done HR all my life. So one of the extra value I bring to the team is ability to coordinate teams, ability to help people think out of the box, ability to help people understand what customers are looking for, ability to pitch to investors and pitch to customers. That is the value that you bring to the industry. So number 1 thing you need to know is that don't downplay, don't undermine the values that you're bringing from another industry. It is super, super, super important. Number 2, which is the second thing I'm going to mention, is this. Start with learning the minimum viable. Don't start with the complicated things. I know that if you want to go into cloud, it might be so overwhelming. Cloud architecture, cloud DevOps, cloud systems engineering, and all these things. Calm down. Start with the fundamental. Set a goal for yourself and say, okay, this looks like complicated. What I'm going to do is that I am going to start with the 3 things that I need to start with. I'm going to learn the minimum viable, minimum, and I'm going to learn for 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. Minimum, start with the minimum. What is the minimum thing that you should be learning? Number 3 is when you go through a course, please don't expect miracles to happen. It doesn't work that way. When you go through a course, miracles don't happen. No, miracles don't happen. Guys, don't get it twisted. Miracles don't happen when you go through a course. What happens is that you need to drill yourself. You need to drill yourself. So you need to be looking for 3 things. Projects that you can work on. Mentors that can support you. Volunteering or internship. Any of those 3 things, you need to be looking for them. So don't go and resign from your marketing job because you have learned cloud and say, oh, I've learned cloud, now miracle would happen. No, hunger is what would happen. Hunger. Maintain your marketing job, but be looking for freelance volunteering opportunities or internship opportunities that you can jump on. While you're doing your traditional job, you're brushing your skills up, you're getting better in that area, you're working on multiple projects, and what would happen is that you're building your portfolio. Let me share an example of one of our students with you. I feel that this guy's testimonial might be very important. He had reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, hey, Tayo, send me the account number of Utiva. I want to pay for one student. And while I was trying to send it to him, he realized that I didn't know him. So he dropped me a message. He said, okay, that would be better, sir. Thank you for all the career mentoring and talks and all. I was able to secure a junior data analyst role here in Germany. And this month makes it 1 year. I personally began this data analytics journey. Because you're on the call now, you're thinking, oh, it's miracle. Kingdom tremble at your presence. No. Kingdom don't tremble here. You need to pay your dues. And what are the dues you need to pay? 3 things. Once you're done with your learning program, boom, start to look for projects. If you learn data science, look for data analytics work that you can start to do. Assignments, freelancing, look for volunteering, look for mentors. Reach out to people and tell people, hey, I've learned this skill, I've learned this. I'm wondering if you can be my mentor and support me and help me get better. Look for mentors. The good thing with being in the Utiva community is that there is mentorship for you. The next one I'm going to mention, which is the last one, is, guys, begin to look for opportunities from day one that you get to the class. You'll be shocked that opportunities are waiting for you. Begin to look for opportunities from day one. I'm telling you this for free. You will be shocked that opportunities are looking for you. You will be shocked. I did not know that. I was just going about doing my thing, and then someone mentioned to me that, have you heard of UK Global Talent Visa? I said, when I read the requirements, I said, no, it's not for me. How do I get all those things that these guys are looking for? I was not just given the visa. I was endorsed as an exceptional talent. Now, if you're on the call and then you're thinking, they can give a Itayo now. It's not the same person that is a Facebook community leader, Alcyon Incubator, this. I would say, put your own foot forward. You see, I'm pointing in your face now. Put your best foot forward. Don't think Itayo's achievement. Think you. Look at all the things you have done. The assignment, the work you did, compile everything together and apply. Apply for jobs, freelance jobs in the UK. Apply. In the US, while you're at home, apply. You'll be shocked. But before you start putting yourself out there, Learn the skills. You know, one guy on my birthday sent me 100,000. It was the day of my birthday. I'm trying to remember his name. I think Ricky knows the guy. On my birthday, you know, we're going to go and dance. Said, Itayo, I will not be able to attend your birthday because I have project I'm doing right now. He said, Itayo, please, boom. He sent me 100,000. And I said, the next day we're talking, he said it was a part of our design program. He said, when he went to our design school, when he left the design school, he said, I was telling me, he said, Itayo, I redeveloped the website of some companies and I was sending the link to them. He said, that was my project. I was just playing, practicing. I redeveloped it. I now redeveloped the website of a health technology company in the US. And I sent it to them and they reached out to me. They said, this is money, build it. So he said, they paid me to build it. They paid me to design it. This guy did not sit in his room saying miracles will happen. No. You know, you have to put your best foot forward. And I would have loved to talk about putting your best foot forward a lot today. I'm still going to host you again. But today, the emphasis is learn a technology skill that places premium on you. And I've given you options: data science, cloud, product management, product design, cybersecurity, programming. These are skills you can learn. How do you get started? Easy. Look for a learning program that makes it easy for you to start and that gives you a community. I'm going to rush through some of the questions I have here now. You know, can someone just setting out into this technical space apply for this visa? Before you start to apply for this visa, make sure that you have learned the skills and you have worked on projects. Because they will ask you, what have you done? You need to be able to demonstrate that, hey, I've done this, I've done that. Is product design the same? Yes. Product design is the same thing as UI, UX. It's lucrative. It's lucrative. You know, super lucrative skill. You know, how to be master within 3 months. Yes. If you're going to be a master within 3 months, work on projects. Keep working on projects. Keep working on projects. UI, UX design. I see that front-end development. Amazing. Yeah. You know, I see some interesting questions here. What is the initial step? I think I've talked about that. I'm seeing more interesting questions. I have checked up the eligibility. Can UTIVA give recommendation? Yes, we give recommendation to people. You know, I still have someone on my DM, I think last week, you know, that said, you know, hey, Tayo, amazing. Thank you so much. I've been endorsed. Let me show you the guy. What was his name? Yes, Toby. Toby is a brother to me, brilliant guy. You know, not biological brother anyway. You know, when we are together, he's a brilliant guy. I literally supported my friend. I told him, Toby, apply for these things. You know, he applied and then he got endorsed. You know, this is the message that is shared with me. You can imagine I gave him a recommendation letter. This is the recommendation letter we gave to him at UTIVA. Can you see the UTIVA logo on it? I'm sure you can see my screen. This is the UTIVA logo on it. I hope you can see. So I'm expecting someone to drop a message. This is the UTIVA logo on it. Yes. We gave him a recommendation letter. This is the recommendation letter. He came back. He said, Itayo, I've been endorsed. Said, I've gotten the endorsement. Thank you. Thanks for your help and support. This is real. Don't sit down in your corner and be saying you are not talent. You are talent. Who's telling you are not talent? People are moving. They won't even talk. They will keep quiet. They will move. You just say this person has relocated. You don't know how it happened. He said, this is the information. He said, Tech Nation has advised. They wrote this to the UK government. Tech Nation has advised that you meet its criteria for exceptional talent. That's 5-year visa given to him for free. You know, and I am therefore satisfied that you can be endorsed on that global talent. Boom, 5-year visa. You know, imagine you have the 5-year visa now. Like me now, my visa is in my passport. I'm enjoying my life in Nigeria today. If Nigeria decides to do Nyama Nyama tomorrow, I pack my bag the next day. I'm leaving. You know, yes, give yourself opportunity to thrive. And I can tell you for free, many of you are smarter than me and Toby. But you will never know. If someone had told me last year that Itayo, oh, UK will give you visa. I will say, no, what am I? What have I done? But you need to put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward. One thing you should start with, learn a tech skill. Number two, when you have learned a tech skill, guy, build your portfolio. If you learned UI UX, be designing website, design app, redesign. You're building your portfolio, because by the time you start applying for these things, you need to submit your portfolio. Number two, if you learn data science, work on data analytics projects, look for mentors, talk to people that are leaders in that industry, people that can recommend you, people that can trust you. Build relationship with them. Go on LinkedIn, write. In fact, train. Yes, train others. Have your own small group on WhatsApp. Say, I'm training 5 people, 10 people on how to do product design. Train people too. Because if you start training people, you get better, but you don't just get better. The training you have done is part of the things you will submit when you're applying for these visas. So I would have loved to entertain more questions, but you all have my emails, guys. If you have concerns, you want to talk to me, reach out. Send me an email. Itayo, if I don't respond, send me another email. Put a time on my calendar. Let's have a short call. I would have loved to go on and answer all the questions on this call, but I do appreciate you guys for coming to my Sunday Tech Talk. We will meet again next week, because I want to do this every week until someone on this call can book my flight to the UK. That's my dream. I'm not joking. Until someone on this call can book my flight to the UK, I will keep doing these sessions every Sunday. Because people will reach out to me and they say, Tayo, thank you. I applied, I got it. I will be here. One day I will now start to say, when people reach out to me and they say, thank you, I'll say, this is my account number. Pay tight. Yes, because I can tell you for free that some people, I want people to relocate from Nigeria. Yes, call to me anywhere. Because you can thrive there and pay back to Nigeria. Imagine, promise you are in London. You'll be earning 50 times what you're currently earning. And all your families in Nigeria will get better, because they will now start to ask more from you, because they know that, yes, Uncle Promise is in London. And because they are asking more from you, they themselves can get better here. Do you understand what I'm saying? They themselves can get better. And that's the idea. The idea is to help everyone to thrive in the technology industry. Everyone. We want everyone to thrive in the technology industry. So thank you so much for coming around. This really, really means so much to me. I mean, I just wanted to mention that, we will catch again by next week. Have a beautiful time and enjoy your evening. Cheers, guys.